I used to give my clients 30-day programs and they didn't execute. It's not because they were lazy. It's not because they weren't motivated. They were just overwhelmed. And if I'm being honest, it was because of me. So how I thought about it when it came to fitness or even different types of coaching that I've done with life coaching, I've always thought, we discuss my framework. How do you see yourself? Identity. How do we align with uh, your new identity? How do we have habits that align with that? And then third, how do we build the capacity to carry what you have to carry, your calling, your journey, your family? And they were down for that. They understood it, but they were overwhelmed, so they weren't executing. And this happened before, and I thought, maybe I just gave too much in the program. Let me just give a little bit less, but still give it out for 30 days. In my mind, seeing that, I thought they would see it, they would just execute week by week. They wouldn't have to do a lot of back and forth with me. They can just go ahead and ask questions as they went. But as I studied the people who I were coaching in my online community, I realized these weren't lazy people. They honestly could outwork most people I know, but they weren't executing. So I on purpose I didn't put a month up, and I realized no one logged into the month. So I just asked the group, "Hey guys, I want to help you. Let me know how I can help you. I'm noticing that people aren't completing the month. Would it be better if I just gave you a week at a time?" And maybe a check-in where you just post a pic of you doing the workout or your watch or something, and then later in the week we just um, do the same thing as a group. And when I did that, you would have thought that I threw a big party because people were like, "Yes, like we want that. We need that. That's gonna work a lot better." So I'm thinking, how does this work better when you're just getting it week by week? And that's when it hit me. Decision fatigue was happening with them. They're overwhelmed with, having this new identity and the alignment, the capacity. It's all still new. But most of all, they were in a place of they had other things to execute in life. And I knew that, but I didn't put it into context when it came to this goal because this is something they really, really wanted and needed. When I changed that, I honestly started changing how I coached people in groups or one on one period. Even if I knew the full plan, if I knew the 30-day plan, I knew the 60-day plan, the 90-day plan, I would literally coach in bits and pieces and chunks. And I started to just think, if I keep coaching people with small steps, eventually they'll be able to take a bigger step. And I learned this through my daughter. Right, my daughter's 6 now, but when she first started going up the stairs, it was scary because we would be in one place and then all of a sudden we would see her like halfway up the stairs. And I'm thinking, how is she doing this? She was legit bit by bit. When they're crawling, like they can't just walk up the stairs. Now she's like trying to clear each two steps. So the small steps helped. And that might help you if you're getting overwhelmed with the journey of fitness or even just life. And you're thinking, every time I start, I get knocked off my horse, or every time I try to eat better, by Wednesday, I'm eating fast food again. You might have to not lessen the expectation, but you might have to make a smaller step and just think about the day or the week. People who I coach who are high achievers, that's actually what we do for them because they could actually just jump the staircase, but then break a leg. So we take the small steps. We have the accountability still in place, but we make even the accountability smaller so that the people can actually move towards the goal properly. Lastly, anybody who's coming to the group now, they see this format and it's actually more encouraging, and I actually can get them to do more. Not by doing more, but more so by stacking up those little wins week by week, bit by bit. In the Skool community breakthrough, we literally give people the workouts, but we give them the know-how on how to actually do it. We give them the praise so that they actually keep doing what they want to do for their lives. But most of all, we give them the support so they're not tackling this big journey alone. If that's something that can help you, we'd love to have you. The cost of that is the cost of maybe two coffees, not even at Starbucks, just two coffees. And we help you overcome something that most people never confront, which is the version of them that wants to come out. They don't confront it because they don't have the support, they don't have the know how, and they've tried to do it before and they failed. I would hate to see you fail at this. So I would love to see you in the community. I'll put a link below if you want to join, or if you just want to get information that helps you for free. Keep coming back to these YouTube videos. Videos. Be good, guys, and be great. I'm out of here.